Good morning. Starting off this video with a little run. I'm doing a fartlek run. A fartlek. Exactly what it sounds like. I'm licking farts while I'm running. Nah, but basically what it is, it's kind of like, it's just interval running. So I'm just doing the 5-minute warm up right now. And then I go 1 minute hard, 1 minute easy, 2 minute hard, 2 minute easy, 3 minute hard, 3 minute easy. You get the idea. Go back down to 1 from 3. And I know I said good morning, but I'm just messing with you guys. It's not morning, it's 7:15 right now at night. This is late for me. I had dad duties this morning all day. I had to drop my car off as well to the dealership. I dropped my vehicle off for an oil change. Turns out my coolant has been leaking, so getting that repaired. Not looking forward to this run. Like I said, it's later than I usually run. It's later than I usually do anything, to be honest. At this time, I'm rotting on the couch, and I'm actually pretty hungry. I didn't eat all that much before this, so wish me luck. All right, halfway done the fartlek. It's kind of hard to keep pacing. Like, this is my first run. I've actually looked at my pace, and I'm trying to make sure I'm staying within a certain pace. I don't know, is that the right terminology? Because I feel like I'm constantly looking at my watch, making sure I'm staying within my limits. I guess the more you do this and the better you get at running, the less you have to probably look at your watch. But I'm a fucking noob. I have to keep looking. But feeling good. All right, just finished. Gonna do a little cool down lap. Just walking, sip on my Element. Dude, there's Element at Costco. I came across it the other day. Well, actually, Clara was telling me that Chris saw Element at Costco. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. And I said, what? And she said, yeah. So I went to Costco and picked some up. Crazy, $50 for 36 sticks. Pretty good deal, pretty good deal. Having a kid most definitely throws your schedule through a loop. Like, it definitely messes everything up. For me personally, I never leave the house after like 6 p.m. And it's 5 o'clock right now, and I just left to go do some shit. We have a bunch of, as you can see, cans and bottles that we have to bring into the bottle depot. So I'm doing that, and then I'm also going to the dump because we have a couple tables. Honestly, I probably could take more stuff to the dump. We just had a bunch of stuff kind of sitting in the garage. We still have a bunch of stuff sitting in the garage. I just grabbed a couple tables that were sitting in there, and I'm going to take that to the dump. But that's kind of like our next project that we kind of want to work on, is the garage, cleaning that out. But like I was saying, yeah, it's 5 o'clock now, and I'm just kind of getting around to doing some stuff. During the day, like, Caleb's just like napping, and like obviously you have to take care of the baby, and like there's not a whole lot you can do when you're taking care of the baby. And Logan was getting her nails done. I went to the gym this morning. I went to my engine class this morning. Then I came home watching Caleb while she went to go to the grocery store, got her nails done. So it's kind of like back and forth. Like, she went to go do stuff, and then I came home. But that's okay, because having a child is a blessing, and I love the little guy. Just got to get done what you can get done, and when you can get it done. I also find myself recording a lot of YouTube, a lot of my clips in the car, just kind of talking and driving, because I feel like this is where I am able to just like kind of think and kind of talk about shit. So it's kind of like a little therapy session, I guess, where I can just kind of talk, and whatever's on my mind, I can talk about it. So yeah, if you're watching and listening, I appreciate the free therapy from you. Well, I guess I messed up, and it's closed. Bottle Depot is closed, which I don't understand. Like, the hours of operation are from 8 to 5. I'm like, isn't that when like most people are at work when they can't go do things? Like, why would you close when people can go do things? I don't know. I've never understood that. I've never understood hours of operations like that. It's kind of like the bank too. Like, the bank is like that. They open at like 10 and then close at 4. It's like, those are the most inconvenient hours. So I guess I'm not dropping off these bottles tonight. Annoying, whatever. Going to the dump and gonna go throw those tables out. Let's hope the dump isn't closed. Does the dump close? I don't know. I'm sure it closes, but I hope it's not closed now. It's fucking closed. 4:30. You close at 4:30? I'm like sweating. I'm keeping myself composed right now, but I am fuming. I am fuming inside. It's not okay. It's not okay. So I just drove 30 minutes. I'm so annoyed and angry that I am sweating right now, nothing pisses me off more than wasting my time. Wasting my time. All right, like I said, thank you for the free therapy. Appreciate it. All right, the full day of eating portion of the video starts now. So for breakfast, we've got pretty basic, pretty simple, 3 eggs, 3 scrambled eggs, some cheese, sriracha, and a couple pieces of sourdough toast with some butter on it. So pretty basic, pretty simple, nothing crazy. I've been having this the last little while. And then we also got some greens and creatine on deck. The greens we've been having are these Believe supplements, superfoods greens. The flavor is the Citrus Blast. We don't normally get Citrus Blast, but they didn't have the flavor that we normally get at Popeyes. So we got this one, and it's not bad. I like it at least. So this is meal 1, and it's 7:15 in the morning. I feel like I always look crusty in these videos. All right, about to get meal 2 started here. I'm gonna try to not be too loud because Caleb is sleeping in the living room right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some chicken quesadillas. I'm gonna take this chicken. I'm going to throw a bunch of this Kinder's, what is it, sweet? No, honey hot barbecue sauce all over it. I'm gonna smother it. This stuff is delicious, by the way. Get it from Costco. Then I've got the pan over here warming up, and I'm gonna heat up the chicken on the pan here, and then I'm gonna throw it into the tortillas. So watch how it's done. Next thing we're going to do is take the tortilla like this, and we're actually gonna cut it right from the middle down. I saw this, I don't know where I saw this. I think I saw it on TikTok a long time ago. But you cut from the middle down, and then you can fold it like this with all your toppings inside. And then you have like the little triangle, and then you just cut it in half, and there you have your quesadilla. I'm gonna do a little bit of cheese. Actually, I'll probably put it here. I'm gonna put the chicken on this side. Or, yeah, you know, I'll just put chicken on all 3. I'll pop some of the chicken right there. Definitely not the prettiest. All right, fold, 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 oops. All right, fold, fold, fold. And we'll toast those right there. We're just gonna take it, cut it right down the middle. And there we have it. Some chicken and cheese quesadillas. Very simple. So simple, but so good. Chicken, cheese, and toasted quesadilla. Or toasted tortilla. 10 out of 10. I'm also gonna have this large banana. Like, look how fucking big this is. I'm also not gonna film myself eating this because it's a little sus. And the fact that it's this big too makes it even more sus, so just know that I ate this. So it is a deload week this week. Nothing too intense today at the gym. I gotta do 5 minutes rowing, 5 minutes on the ski, 5-minute run, and then just do that twice. So I just did 5 minutes on the row. Gonna go do the ski now and then 5-minute run, but training does ramp back up. The volume and intensity ramps back up in a couple days, next week on Monday. And then at that point, we are 2 months out from the Hyrox competition. So one thing you'll notice with this full day of eating video, I am tracking my food, like I'm weighing my food. I'm not tracking, I'm technically just weighing my food, mainly because when I'm training for this Hyrox, I'm really just trying to fuel for performance. I'm not necessarily fueling for aesthetic or trying to shape the way I look and change the way I look. I've talked about this in previous videos, but the way that my body is changing, I'm changing and improving in the way I perform. I'm not changing, well, I am changing in the way I look, but not in the way I want to change. But that's okay because that's part of the process. Something that I talk to clients about all the time is the fitness triangle. So I'll pop it up on the screen here, but basically what it is that if you have a triangle and in each corner you have different disciplines of fitness. So in one corner you have aesthetics, in the other corner you have performance, and in the other corner you have longevity and health. And so the further you move into one of those corners, the further away you move from the other corner. So if you move all the way into performance, you move further away from aesthetics and you move further away from longevity, so on and so forth. So the more you move into aesthetics, the further you move away from performance and longevity. And so right now I am moving closer and closer towards performance. So I'm moving away from longevity and aesthetics. So I'm technically not really seeing progress in those disciplines, but I am seeing a lot of progress. And so that's how I'm eating. It's for performance. It's not necessarily to move in the direction of aesthetics or longevity necessarily. My family is coming to visit in a couple days. It's a long weekend right now. It's August long this weekend, but they're gonna come visit the week after here. So it'll be really nice for them to come visit. My older brother, youngest sister, and my parents are gonna be coming to visit. My one sister won't be able to make it. She's got 3 of her own little children and 4th on the way. She is busy. Obviously she won't be able to travel with that many little ones, but the rest of my family they're gonna come and meet Caleb and hang out in Kamloops for a few days, and it'll be very nice. You know, growing up, I was never really like I don't know if this is gonna sound bad or not, but I feel like I wasn't like a super family oriented guy. Like obviously growing up, there's nothing wrong with our family or anything like that. Like we were all good, but I feel like I moved out at a very young age. Wasn't that young. I was 19 years old, but I feel like that's younger than most people nowadays when they move out. And so I'm 29 now. I've been out for 10 years. I moved out 10 years ago. And so I feel like the last 10 years, I've been somewhat disconnected from my family. I don't want to say, like, again, I'm trying to word this in a way that I'm not sounding like I have like cut off my family or anything. I've been out, I've been moved away, I've been living my own life. But obviously with Caleb coming into my life, it just reframes family, and it just kind of puts everything into perspective about how important family is. Like I want my family here to see Caleb and meet him and, you know, meet their first grandson and my sister and brother's first nephew. And so I'm really excited for them to come visit and come hang out for a few days and just spend some time with us, spend some time with Caleb and see his cute little chubby cheeks. Speaking of those cute little chubby cheeks, he's got milk dripping out of his mouth.
He's milk drunk.
Milk drunk. All right, meal 3 is about to go down. I made myself a little breakfast bowl. What we have in here, 2 whole eggs, obviously runny yolk, ground beef, rice, cheese, ketchup, and sriracha. But the thing that holds, or what's the word I'm looking for? The thing that ties this whole meal together, that's the word I'm looking for, is this seasoning right here. Roasted garlic and red pepper seasoning. I put this stuff in here, and it's the one little thing that adds a lot of flavor to this meal. And I was introduced to this seasoning from Shane, one of my best friends from high school. Him and I actually used to live together years ago, and I saw him with that seasoning and I tried it, and I've been addicted to it ever since. So thank you, Shane, for showing me that seasoning. Also about to have this orange. It's dinner time. It is currently 6:49. It's actually a little later than when I normally eat dinner. We got some spaghettini, some ground beef, and a healthy amount of Parmesan cheese. That was a little too much. Spaghetti or spaghettini. This is actually spaghettini, but spaghetti or spaghettini is actually my favorite kind of pasta. Yeah, goated. And then I'm also frying up some leftover asparagus. So Logan made this the other day, but it's been sitting in the fridge for a couple days now. So I'm frying them up, getting them all nice and crispy. And I'm also going to have a Fairlife shake. I'm probably gonna end up eating around 25 to 2,800 calories. That's gonna be my guess, somewhere in that range. Again, I haven't really been tracking. I'm measuring my food. I'm making sure I'm eating a lot of it and getting enough protein, but I'm not necessarily tracking how many calories or macros I'm eating. But if I were to guess, probably 25 to 28. So this is dinner.
We've also been watching the Natural Pro qualifier in Toronto. We have some friends competing today. They've been competing all day long. This is a super big show, super long show. Like here in BC, it's almost 7 p.m. and there in Toronto right now, it's almost 10 p.m. Like it's 9:50 there right now, and they've still got like 4 categories to go still. So they're gonna be competing up until midnight, probably Toronto time. But yeah, we've been pretty much watching that all day long.